The return on investment was huge. It must have been around 50 students.
I'm going to share my best marketing idea, which got me 155 students in one day.
When you're smaller, the easiest and fastest way to get new students.
Our most successful marketing campaign has been...
The most profitable marketing campaign that we've run has definitely been...
In this video, we're going to share some of the most profitable marketing campaign ideas for getting music school students. So whether you're a music teacher or a music school owner, this is a video you want to stick around for. If you stay to the end, I'm going to share my best marketing campaign idea, which got me 155 students in one day. Absolutely for real. I've actually done a separate video on this, so you can go check that out afterwards. But I'm going to share how I did it, what the actual marketing campaign was, so you can copy it. But for everyone else that's going to be in this video, they are amazing coaches and successful music school owners from Builder Music School, which is a membership for music school owners and music teachers all over the world. We've got hundreds of people all collaborating, sharing the best ideas and growing their music schools to insane levels that you could only dream of. And so if you want to be serious and be part of a music school community that's going to help you take things to the next level and support you and give you every tool and resource to speed things up and reduce your stress, we've included a free trial link down below. Come check it out. It's free for 7 days for you to pop in, see if it's for you. But let's head over to our first music school coach and see what is their best idea from their best marketing campaign.
Okay, so my most profitable marketing campaign, let's see. I'm going to make this kind of a two-parter. One, if you're just getting started, the biggest the most profitable marketing campaign that we've run has definitely been with the concept of getting something for free when they come, right? So no matter how you're marketing that, whether it's through Facebook or Google or flyers or yard signs, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have an offer that is irresistible. So whether that is a 2-for-1 offer, you pay for one lesson or one class and you get two, whether it is a free first trial class, which has been huge for us, whether it is 50% off your first music lesson, that we do that as well. So whatever that marketing campaign is, whatever that offer is, that's what you really want to push out there. And that has been the most profitable for us as far as just getting students in the door. So what you're really up against is, if people are looking for music lessons, they might try out a couple different places. They might look at a couple different places. They might not want to commit, right? Private music lessons can be expensive, and even group classes, 45 minutes, an hour once a week is a big time commitment, especially if your studio's across town from a family. And so you want to make sure that you can get them in the door, because I'm willing to bet that you have a great studio. And so you feel confident that if they get in the door, then you can sell them on whatever is best for them, a group class, a private lesson, once a week, twice a week, whatever that is. And so just getting them in the door is the biggest thing. So you want to put out offers that get them in the door so that you can then have the opportunity to win them over. You're not going to 100% win them over with a fantastic video marketing campaign that's all over Facebook. Like, that might pique their interest, but you got to get them in the door. So I would say really focus on getting them in the door. Yard signs, door hangers, Facebook posts, Google ads, whatever you want to do, and just make a very compelling offer to, hey, come and try us out. Come stop by. If they don't want to do a trial lesson, come get a tour of the studio. We're more than happy to show you and your child the studio. You can sit in on a class, or you could just observe a class if you have TVs in your lobby, or if you have windows in a viewing window, right? That parents can just come in and sit in the lobby and watch a class before they bring their kid with them, or they can bring their kid with them. So you really want to focus on that. And then as you get bigger and you have more of a budget to do some marketing, then again, I would take that same concept and I would just blast it with a great Facebook or Google ad and spend your money on that. Again, whatever that looks like and whatever your budget looks like. It could be $500 a month. It could be $1,000 or $2,000 a month. Just depends on what your budget is. But within that, you want that campaign to really focus on getting people in the door. And so you really want to know, if you're getting students in, or you're marketing to students, am I just not reaching students, so I can't get them in the door? Or when they're getting in the door, I can't convert them to be students. You want to figure that out real quick, right? So if you have 50 students a month coming in and taking trial classes, and you're only booking 10 of them a month, that's not great. That is a problem with you not being able to convert, whether it's the way your sales force is set up, whether it's, it's not exactly what they thought it was going to be. So your marketing needs to be a little bit different. You need to think about that. That's a different issue than if you are spending a bunch of money and you're getting, you're spending $1,000 a month on ads and you're getting 2 people to come in for a trial. Then your ads are not working. So you really want to figure out from a marketing standpoint, a marketing campaign, is the marketing campaign working? Are they coming to a landing page? Are they exchanging their contact information so you can build an email list or a texting list if you text people to really market those people now? And just to get word of mouth out there that you're around, you're going to get that, you get that reputation, and then that's where you want to position yourself. So if they're not ready for music lessons yet, but in a year from now or 2 years from now, they're like, oh yeah, I remember that studio. I still get emails from them every once in a while. I'm definitely going to, I'll check them out first. So that's what I would do. And your profitability just comes with your ability to book those students that come in and convert those from trials to actual students.
When I first started out, I didn't have a lot of money to be advertising or marketing with, so I had to be a little bit creative. So what I actually did is I created paper flyers. I did read that if you advertise on a coloured piece of paper, that you're more likely to have better engagement from your audience. So because I couldn't afford to print in colour on white or glossy and gorgeous and all the rest of it, because I was just starting out, I just decided to print black and white onto a bright yellow, sort of more of a lemony yellow paper colour. And I found that all I needed to do was I put a picture. At the time I was a solo music teacher, picture of myself with the piano, and then some little stats about why music education is so important and how we benefit from that, like a little did you know, children learn crossover skills and behavior regulation, and about 10 different points of why you should take music lessons. And then on the front, a little bit about myself and my experience. So if you are starting out as a school rather than a solo music teacher, you would then just adjust that to, a little bit about the school and a little bit about what you offer as opposed to yourself as a person. And I actually recommend that, because that means later you can step away. You're not necessarily connected as the face to your music school. So I printed, how many of those? A few hundred. And I dropped them in letterbox around the area that I felt would be the most interested and the most financially viable, and just a letterbox drops. And I did that when I was out doing my daily walks. And then I contacted the local schools. This was back when they had paper advertising, paper newsletters, and asked if they could include my flyers in their newsletters. So it was very low cost. All I had to pay for was a couple of reams of yellow paper, and I think like 3 cents per A4 page to print onto that paper. And I made sure that they were A5 size flyers, so I got 2 flyers per page, and that was my entire cost, because I did the legwork and I contacted the schools. So it was really just a little bit of time. So in terms of how profitable that was, the return on investment was huge. I got a large number of students. I think it must have been around 50 students just from those paper fly drops. I know today that we use everything's digital. So another option could be, and a lot cheaper obviously too, is to contact your local schools and your local churches and ask them if you can put an advert in their newsletter. Sometimes they'll even let you draft up an email and they'll send that out to their entire network, which is huge.
Our most successful marketing campaign has been through Facebook, but maybe not in the way that you're first thinking, like through Facebook ads. It's completely free, but it just takes a lot of chatter. So here's what I've done. I've built a street team of parents from within the studio, and they're consistently, they know that if they see anything about music lessons or piano or voice or guitar, anything like that on one of their local groups, to tag me and talk about us, and then go in and follow up and put lots of posts with our studio name. Now, how have I done this? I started by just doing it myself, by like getting into groups. But each time that a family has come to us through that, I thank them and I say, hey, will you do a favor for us? And next time that you see a post like that, will you put our name out there? And they have been so responsive and incredibly generous with their like self proclaiming of, our own personal street team, just through the families going into groups, joining groups, saying, hey, this is, because that's really, as much as people are truly Googling, they're going to ask their neighbors first, hey, what's around here that you guys have that has cred? And so if my name is the one that comes up first, yes.
So I would say when you're smaller, the easiest and fastest and probably cheapest way to get new students is just with yard signs. It's just to literally buy those plastic corrugated yard signs, just say music lessons on them with your phone number. It's not fancy. It's not, doesn't have any of your branding on it or your logo. Forget about that because nobody really cares. What they care about is what you're offering, right? And so just do yard signs. Like if you just go around your neighborhoods and just put up a bunch of yard signs, you'll get students from that like almost immediately, and it's very, very inexpensive to do, right? And so that would probably be, I would say, the most effective strategy when you're smaller. Now, in terms of like most successful marketing campaign, that's a pretty tough question to answer. But I would say that one really successful marketing channel that isn't really well known, it's called Peach Jar. So it's an online digital flyer distribution service. Now it doesn't work in all areas, so it kind of you have to check into like if your local school offers Peach Jar, but it's pretty easy to find out. So your local schools and your local school districts are where most of your students are going to be coming from, and so it makes a lot of sense to reach out to them and to actually say, hey, do you guys use Peach Jar? And a lot of times they'll know what you're talking about because Peach Jar is a pretty big service. So ask them if they do it. Now, if they do, then it's like awesome. Then you can get signed up for it. The other thing that you have to make sure of with Peach Jar is that it is some districts only allow nonprofits. So if you're a nonprofit, then great, it's awesome. But if you're a for-profit, you just want to make sure that the school district that you're running your Peach Jar distribution through actually allows for-profit companies. But Peach Jar is one of those secret weapons that if you use it and it's available in your area, then it can be a very, very powerful way to get students quickly.
All right, I hope you've been enjoying these awesome marketing campaign ideas. I'm going to share my number one tip, which came from us getting 155 students in one day. And this is a two-part thing. When worked together, just explodes your music school growth. So I'm going to get straight to it, and then I'll give you all the resources that you need to pull this off yourself. So what did we do? Well, what we did, I've talked about in some other videos, is we would go out into local schools and we would do a concert with some of our teachers, and we would just get the students so excited about learning an instrument. We would get some flyers in their hands with all the details of what we do. They would fill in a form and get it back to us. Our forms look different than this, but that's what we would do, and it stopped us, trying to just market to the parents and have them get excited, but it was more about get in front of the kids, get them excited, have them run out the door and go, Mom, I want to learn an instrument. Dad, I want to learn this instrument. And so that's what we would do. Now, the important thing, though, is what did we offer at those concert? What was our campaign idea? What did we put in front of people that got 155 people to sign up in one day? And that was at a school of 400 people. So you can do the maths on what percentage conversion rate that is, but it's pretty damn good. So the offer that we would do is we would create an intro to music program, because if you go out and you say, hey, sign up for guitar lessons or piano lessons, it's kind of like this everlasting thing, and it's like quite a big commitment right off the bat. And so what we would do instead is say, hey, come for our intro to music program, and what we're going to do is over 5 weeks, and you could do this over 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever you want to do. We would mix it up sometimes, but typically for us it was 5 weeks. We'd say week 1 you're going to learn how to play the guitar, week 2 you're going to learn how to play the drums, week 3 you're going to learn how to play the ukulele, week 4 you're going to learn how to play the piano, and week 5 we're going to put it all together in a band, and so you're going to get to play in a band. And so the kids will get to learn 4 or 5 different instruments, because we'd throw some bass in there piano and singing as well. So what was that, 5, 6 different instruments, plus you get to play in a band, plus you get a certificate at the end, plus you get a chocolate bar when you complete it, because kids love that. And then on the certificate at the end, we would have, a line for their name. So for me, it might say Johnny Wilson has completed the Good Time Music Academy Intro to Music program, and then it would say my favorite instrument is, and have a line. And so at the end of that 5th lesson, the teacher's going around as they're giving out the certificates and the chocolate bars and saying, hey, what was your favorite instrument? What's the one that you want to carry on with? And a student might say, oh, I just love the piano. It's great. My favorite instrument was piano or keyboard. And so that would then be given to them. We'd do like a class photo with the certificates. We would do like a rock star photo shoot as well. So we're adding all these cool experiences that they get to do in this one 5-week program. They get totally hooked on the instruments and the teacher and how cool the lessons are. And then at the end, they get to choose, do they want to carry on in a group lesson? Because we'd been doing those in groups. We would do it with about 5 or 6 students in a group. You can decide based on your equipment, space, size of your rooms, things like that, what size you want to do. But 5 or 6 students is a good number, which is a reasonably easy number to teach groups in. Some people in our BAM squad have copied this and they do it with smaller groups, larger groups. It's up to you. And so they could choose whether they want to carry on in a small group of 4 or 5 students, or they could pick and go, hey, yeah, I love piano and I want to do it one-on-one. And so at our school, they had the option for carrying on with either small group or individual lessons. So that is what we would do. We'd go out into the schools, do these big concerts to get people excited. We'd have this amazing, compelling offer with an intro to music program. And if you just teach one instrument, like you just teach guitar, or you just do an intro to guitar program, and you make it an amazing 5-week program. And so many people have copied that idea for their instrument. You can do the same. And when you put those 2 things together, it is just massive. And that's how we grew to 2,000 students pretty quickly and beyond. And so a couple of resources I want to give you access to grab for free. If you go to the link down below, there'll be a free trial to our Build a Music School community and membership. If you want to see everything that you need to build the Intro to Music program, all the templates, books, resources, certificates, photos and lessons of everyone that's done it, email templates, scripts, just everything that you need, all done for you to speed it up. You can find that in module number 2 in the compelling offer section. Okay, so that's module 2 under compelling offer. And then if you want to see all the stuff around the show teams and how did we get in front of schools, and remember I just started doing that on my own as a drum teacher, and then later it slowly added different instruments and became a band, so you don't have to do that right away. We've got people in the BAM squad that go do it as a duo, other people that do it as bands. Literally everything that you need you'll find in module 5, and so that's under the show teams section. So just look for show teams, module 5, and that there you'll get everything from, hey, what are the scripts for the phone, the email to get this shows, what are the flyers that we need, what are the ideas that we actually present in the concert, like how do we get people to sign up, how do we do the sales pitch. You've got live concert videos from our school multiple times, other schools in the BAM squad that have done it, and you can see how they do it, how they pitch it, and all the amazing results that they get. So literally everything is given for you there that you can take this, copy it, do it in local schools, kindergartens. If you can't get into those, we show you how to keep trying and tactics that you can use that really work. You can also use them in other places, like you could go to other big massive school holiday programs or summer camps, you might call them. You can go to youth groups. There's so many other ideas in there to help you explode your growth through these ideas, and module 5 is also all about marketing, and there's so many other incredible ideas. So grab a free trial. You only get one free trial. We hope you stick around. If you've already had your free trial, just come back for good. The value in there is just absolutely insane. You should be a part of it if you're a serious music teacher or music school owner wanting to grow, because it will just save you thousands and thousands of dollars every year and help you grow successfully and be supported in that growth. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Go get stuck in, implement some of these amazing marketing campaign ideas, and we'll see you in the next video.